Squarebody Boulevard, that sign fits really good right here. Matter of fact, we should probably get a big one made. So welcome back, guys. You guys that follow know it's been a trying time, and I am trying to get back to normal the best I can, because being here at work, surrounded by my guys and surrounded by my family, is what helps at least make the time pass. Nothing's going to make it any easier, but it's going to make the time pass. So I want to go over a few things. I might get a little off topic or off beat, but we're going to do the best we can. Got this black Squarebody out, and I want to tell you guys, I want to thank you that are patient, because patience is the only way things work. And also through this trying time, we've had a few things slip out that weren't quite ready, or thanks for your patience, thanks for your understanding. We try to be as thorough as possible. Had a truck leave that the wheels should have been polished. Well, unfortunately, on top of my tragedy, our wheel polish guy had a tragedy, and that truck should have had the wheels polished. It should have been done early on in this process. It didn't get done. It got delivered without the wheels polished. We're going to address it. Things happen. We are only human, but we try our best to stay within control of everything that happens around here. And multiple checklists. Again, that one shouldn't have left, but it did, and I feel bad. And we're going to get it addressed. But again, can't help them. A man lost his home and tools and equipment and a lot of other things. He's back up and going, but that was just another tragedy that has took place. Thank y'all for all the support. I have not been able to go through all the comments on that video. But I did make sure that all of them got a response and a thumbs up, because it gets me choked up. So thanks, guys. Don't think that I haven't seen every one of those comments, and Tabitha as well, because reading some of those gets us through these times. And she's having a tough time. She's a mother. She is the best mother to the children, and family is everything to her. So she's taking it hard. But a little update on that, she did have her procedure yesterday and everything did go okay. So that's the best news that we currently have. So she's trying to relax, rest, uplift the children, and that's all we can do currently. So again, thank y'all, everyone that made a comment, or that just sent a prayer, or that sent a text. I didn't get to everything. I haven't been able to return everything, and I surely haven't been able to get to all the comments, but don't think that I didn't see them. They're very welcome. So anyway, this black truck is sold. I don't want to tease you guys with it, but it is an 87 step side, wood floor bed, jet black, black interior, sitting on 8 inches, 36 1550s with 16 wide wheels, and you can't get these tires anymore. So that's a common question. Everybody's going to say, what about these tires? This tire was the tire that we bought out when Mickey Thompson was closing out that line. So if you guys have been with us for a long time, you'll know that we had buildings full of this 1550 tire, because it was the best thing for us. 36, well, it came in 33, 36, and 38. 1550 wide. So we were doing the Super Duties back then, and it was amazing. Kind of like we do our 1.0 and 2.0 package now for for square bodies. We did it for Super Duties. Your 1.0 was an 8-inch with 36 1550s on 12s or 14s. And your next step was a 10-inch, maybe an 11-inch, depending on how the bracket system was, with 38s with 12 or 14 wides. So we've had the 1.0, 2.0 thing for a long time. Those were our two main kit combinations we did. And then we used the 33s on Jeeps, little Toyotas, and lots of other things. A huge topic of conversation, and thank you guys, your faithful followers, for always backing things up. 1987 V10 custom deluxe with Silverado trim ordered truck. It went viral with stupid comments. People that are not, I didn't see anybody that was a subscriber make a ridiculous comment. But all the subscribers on here definitely rallied to tell people they were super ignorant, because they were being super ignorant with their comments. We don't mention things like this to make people feel bad. This is a V10 truck. It has nothing to do with what's under the hood. It's a V8 under the hood. It's a 5.7 V8 under the hood. It is a V10 because in 1987 they changed. That stumbles people all the time. People said clickbait, don't know what you're talking about. Chevrolet never offered a V10. Pop the hood. Did you see some of them? It was ridiculous. And I was not in the mood for a lot of them, so I fired back on a few, and then people 5.7, which is a V8. Then people got to cussing, and their comments got deleted. And I should have gone on there and started screenshotting a bunch of them because they were like, I'm the biggest square body connoisseur ever, and you're wrong. They didn't make a V10 in a Chevrolet. I said, they did make a V10 in a Chevrolet. Here it is. Not under the hood. The truck is a V10, and that's all I said. But people were quick to get stupid about it, and a lot of the comments got deleted. I told you guys, we don't delete comments. You say wrong stuff, YouTube or TikTok will delete it for you, especially if you say cuss words. But this is a rare truck. We call it Grandpa Special because it's basically what your grandpa would have had. But here's what makes it rare. It's an 87, which was the first year for the throttle body in this truck, and the 5.7 to come back. You could not get a 5.7 and a half ton in the earlier years. And you had to go back into the late years. So 81 to 86, let me clarify that. But it's a 4-speed. It's a custom deluxe interior. It's original paint, original interior, original everything with this truck other than the belts that we changed, and we even saved them. There they are. Original fan belts off the truck. Somebody added this. Somebody added this. A bunch of other people said, y'all are stupid for putting those on. We didn't put these on here. Somebody else did. It has Silverado trim. People said somebody stuck trim on it. No, they didn't. And they did not change the front. This should have been a single headlight truck. It's a dual headlight truck. It's chrome. It does not have this, but you would have had to order that. It does not have the hood emblem. So there are some cool options. And guys, I did fire back on some people. I was not at the point where I wanted to be belittled. So when people said I was ignorant or we were stupid and that our channel was a joke, I did light back into them. And one guy, he kept on going and going and going, and he didn't cuss, so I guess they didn't drop his comments, so he kept on going. And I told him he should go find his one subscriber he had and go somewhere and fly a kite somewhere. And it was a little bit funny, I guess, that our channel was dumb and doomed. And guys, this channel is not what we do for a living. A lot of people do their channel for a living. This channel just helps us get through to customers and show you guys stuff that's different, so you don't have to travel here in person. So thank you guys for the support of the channel, and thank you guys for the ones. Plenty of y'all jumped on some of these guys too. Yeah, that's right. They watched the video. But some of you guys jumped on their case too, like, hey, these guys are not ignorant. We're not stupid. Anyway, so this truck and this truck are still available. So I pulled this square body out of the middle, the step side, and we do still have the brown one. Where'd the brown one go? Oh, right there. So AJ put the brown one back in place. So these three are still available. 39, 49, and 49. You guys asked for me to start talking about prices more. I have to put a disclaimer in there. That does not include DMV, taxes, title, and tags. We don't charge that unless you're in Virginia, and if you're in Virginia, we don't have to charge that, but you do have to do it. Some state, you're going to have to pay your taxes. We don't collect it for out-of-state states. We also do have a $298 processing fee, so I have to tell you all that crap to legally tell you prices. I know it's dumb. That is a previous show truck. It is amazing condition. And guys, I don't know which ones of these we've been over, so that's why I'm kind of recapping. We also had somebody ask for under the hood video of this truck. So there it is. This is a non-air conditioned truck, but it is ridiculously clean on the firewall. It'd be no problem to install air conditioning. I've got a lot of messages, so if you guys have also called, I have not gotten to all my phone calls. I've gotten to about 50 of them. I still probably have 20 or 30 left to get to, but I will get to all of them. I promise you that. If you don't answer, I'll leave you a message. I'll send you a text. 74, and I think this one's an 87. Big lift, 39s, 14 wides. The lift on this truck's probably 12, 13 inches, somewhere in that range. It does have the shock hoop. I told you guys before, Brian and Daniel had talked about making these, so we may bring these back in a different fashion. But a beautiful truck, straight as an arrow, big block under the hood. Also, some people asked for pictures under here and video. It's even got a really cool piece on the bottom of the hood. Instead of it having the, it's not foam, it's kind of carpeted felt. Yeah, felt. Instead of having the felt, that's pretty neat. That's like a, kind of like a, no, it's kind of like a plastic. It's kind of like a plastic. It's pretty neat. It gets hot. There's a little hot spot right there, but I guess with all the extra pieces, it stays up pretty good. But on this truck, we showed you guys up on the lift. Well, it was up on the rollback. So you can even read the frame numbers on the truck. Yeah, other side where the tank's not here. But it even has a little, this can come off if you don't like that. Some people saw this and said, oh, why would you paint that on there? That is paint. We can get it off and it will not leave a stain. We've got the miracle cure for that. It has disco lights underneath of it. It does have a ton of LED lights underneath. But just appreciate this. Pretty freaking cool. Everything was disassembled. I'm actually working with the man that built this truck right now, possibly about doing another deal on that truck. He loves the square body. He misses this one. Step side is his thing. So there that one is. He's a faithful watcher of the channel, so just give it a quick swirl around just so he can see it, especially underneath. This is a clean build on this truck. So we'll go over here. I've got two crew cabs beside each other. Right now we've got 5 3+3s, crew cabs, which that's kind of unusual in itself. And then we're going to pass by this Jeep. This Renegade, quickly brought y'all a couple little videos. It's a V8 swap. The interior's basically had a restoration. It's got best top seats, new carpet, new retro stereo. The box for the stereo is even still laying in the back of the truck here. Brand new tires and wheels, 35s. You can still see the writing on the tires. They're brand spanking new. And about a 4-inch lift. The springs are new also. He saw one of our high-end 6-figure square bodies and had to have it, and he ended up trading this one in. He would have gone more crazy with it, but it's a decent little Renegade. It's $16,900. Does that sound right, AJ? $16,900 for a turnkey V8 Renegade. The paint in the back, you can see somebody's primered some stuff on it, so I'm sure it had some bad paint or some rust, but we did an undercarriage video earlier showing the undercarriage, and it's actually not a rust bucket. A lot of these are, but you can look in the fender wells and see it's pretty solid. It's got its little spots, and it's got its little dirt, but the mounts are all fresh. The frame is clean. Side pipe exhaust. We do need a pressure washer under it, and like I said, get some of these little rocks and crud and crap out of here, but it's not bad. Seen these where literally the frame is rusted in half in the past. So these are the ones I wanted to bring you. 2 crew cab 3+3 trucks. 2 different generations. 70s model and a 90s model. I wish we had one more in the middle, which we do, the red and white one. So I'll get all of them lined up beside each other, guys, so you can see the differences in the front end. This would be your 89 to 91. This would be your 73 to technically 79/80. This changed a little bit right here, but round headlight. Let's just go with round headlight. Then your regular square body that you're used to seeing has the up and down. Matter of fact, there's another 3+3 back there, but it also has this same front end. These are both 30 series. They're both 1 ton. See if we can move this a little bit. My man's gonna be watching this video, see his old four-wheeler in here. It's in good hands, guys. This is a California truck. This is a factory four-wheel drive. Crew cab long bed 3+3. The only way this truck came was long bed. They did make some 3/4 tons through the years, but most of them were 1 ton. This one, I believe, has gotten up on the website, but I wanted you guys to see it. And the other difference is this one is a throttle body fuel injection. .4, 454. Pretty much all original with air conditioning. This is a big block, carbureted, but somebody did put the air filter back on. This is the second one of these we've had this week with the air filter back on. They even put the little heat tube onto the manifold. Air conditioning compressor, but the air conditioner is not hooked up, but it is an AC truck, so we'll be able to adapt this. The reason it's not hooked up is because they did a serpentine belt conversion, and in doing that, it moves the compressor, so the lines are different. So our man Kenny will get that hooked up for us, and that'll all be proper. Matter of fact, we probably should go ahead and drop this one off at Kenny's today, AJ, if any time permits. But it's a fresh motor, fresh transmission in this truck. This was a 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive conversion truck. And y'all looking at it pretty much exactly as it came in. We still got a ton of little things to do. David will be doing a heck of a punch list on this one. But all just things we need to do, not things that have to be done. And we'll decide on the lift, but after looking at it with Daniel the other day, I think we'll probably go up some with the truck, but again, not quite sure. It's a neat specimen. It's a round headlight, which is stupid rare, and I kind of like the way they did the white on the bumpers, all solid white on the truck, whereas this one has been two-tone with the chrome. But that's 2 3+3s side by side with a 3+3 in the background, and 2 more 3+3s across the road. And so I guess there's 6. There is 6 because we got the one at the body shop. If you guys are missing the blue one, the real bright blue and white one, we are having some body work, hopefully done a little better. That particular truck, excellent truck. Runs great. AJ drove it there. We went down the interstate. He was just cruising right beside me. But some of the paint work I wasn't real happy with, so we're getting that redone. I'm really hoping we should probably ride by and check on that one. Well, 7, because we had the full restoration 3+3 that we went and checked on.
Yeah, and the one we can't put on video.
That one's sold though. So yeah, so sitting on the premises is even more 3+3s because we got one that's sold we can't put on video. I think there's a couple more up at the shop. There's one in the back parts area.
Super nice.
Yeah, I know. And a short bed, which is ridiculously unusual, not factory. But so yeah, we do have the one that's getting the frame off restoration. You guys can still be a part of that one if you purchase it, because you can pick your color. You can't pick your colors. You can pick your interior items, because that truck's within 2 weeks of leaving the body shop and going straight to the interior shop. So if there's anything you guys want to change on that one, now would be the time. The Kenworth 880 series truck, right? Or is that the 900? Yeah. We're not KW experts, guys, but oh, it's on the window sticker. Let's get it right before somebody jumps our ass about it. W900. The 880 is the one we sold. So we had 2 come in from the same guy, bright red trucks. This has the drop axle, triple, whatever, triaxle. Everybody's got different terminology, but great truck. This is gonna make somebody a really, 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 really cool truck. Pre-emissions, W900, big hood. It's kind of the truck everybody desires. And I wasn't an expert about these bags, but it has the quad bag system. So 4 bags per axle, which I found out real quick is the desirable combination. So we'll do some more video on this one. Didn't want to sound like an idiot talking about it. And we got some, let's do this and then we'll go over there, AJ. So these things here, they make for great floor mats. I wish everyone that came in had that. That's a nice freaking set of mud flaps. You put that out by the door, nice. Very nice. And I don't have my super bright shoes on. I turned them down a notch on the color. I was cutting some trees, and I had some bar oil for you guys that ever mess with bar oil. I spilled the bar oil on my shoes. So not only do they stink, they're super stained. So that pair of shoes is no longer a pair of work shoes. 79 F250 Ranger. It was so dusty, Dave did have to wash the front off. I want to do the video before we did that, but you can see complete 100% true barn find. But he had to wash it off just so he could see the drive. He tinkered on this truck for a couple of days, got the fuel system right, battery, everything running, driving, operating, serviced. This is going to be a cool truck. It's probably going to be another 2 or 3 weeks before we actually post it. Not sure what we're going to do with the wheels and tires. These are brand new tires that I sold this man, but you can see the dry rot. Toyos, yeah, I mean, brand spanking new tires. Toyos and Nittos, very famous for this, but it did see the sun, and the sun got them. So either we're going to sell it this way, somebody can put it in their garage, because safety-wise, I'm not happy with that. So we're probably going to be changing it up and doing something different. But it is an 8-lug, 250 Ranger. And once Alvin does his deal to this thing, it's going to be pretty freaking nice. So if you guys think we don't care about Fords, we do. If I could buy these, like I buy the square bodies, but they're not out there. They are rust buckets usually. You can't find them. Oh, even better, one single owner. Man bought that truck brand new. Brand spanking new. It still has this 79 title from 79, which is really neat. My man called about the military truck, asking for an update. I called him back, left a message, but I think he's a faithful watcher. We are waiting on the material for the seat. The door panels are done. The dash is done. He wanted thick material for the seat, which we got, but we didn't get the right color the first go round, so we got that coming. Or actually, I think it was the second go round, it came in wrong. So third go round, that'll be done. We'll put the interior back together. The Line X has been done, and I think all the service requests he had on that truck have been done. So let's pause it. We'll whip across the street. All right, while moving around, coming back across the street, we had our buddy Todd here stop in and sell us a truck. 2025 Platinum F250 that he special ordered. High output engine. It's got 800 miles on it. Now you guys, a lot of times ask, why do people get rid of these trucks so fast? Well, Todd owns a couple different businesses, and he should have bought a 450. We talked about a 450. He said, Jay, I'm going to get another 250. This guy's had dualies. He's had single rear wheels. He's had trucks on 40s. And when I tell you guys, a good customer of ours, a lot of times you don't understand what that means. Well, Todd's probably done a dozen transactions. We've probably lifted a dozen trucks, raised them up higher, lowered them down lower, bought, sold, trade, consigned, everything you can imagine over the years. He's also a fellow boater. He's been a good, faithful customer. Jesus. Yeah. You guys can't hear because of the mics anymore, but that car was getting busy. So if you have not priced a new Super Duty lately, that computes to over 100 grand with DMV, taxes, title, and tags. Now, when you want to get a high output with these specific options, you have to order it, and that's what he did. So you don't get much of a break. But you can see it is high output. It's got 800 miles on it. Yada, 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 yada. Base price. There's your price. Figure DMV fees, over 100 grand. He also spent $8,000 having it ceramic coated and having the full truck PPF wrapped. You guys don't know what that means. This whole truck has a layer of clear over top of it, a clear wrap on the whole entire truck. Not just this little piece here, this little piece here, the whole thing. So as it takes rocks, they're going to be in the plastic. So you can rewrap it, change things, move it around. That's huge in itself. Then ceramic coat on top of that. Then he had Davis Off-Road Duty Lift, no expense spared there. Fox shocks, BDS, lifetime warranty on the suspension lift, 35-inch tires, 20-inch wheels, and this man is a huge proponent of not rubbing. He does not want his truck to rub. It doesn't rub one bit, and that was one of the big things he wanted to do. Make sure it didn't rub. He also put a bed cover on it. And he also saved all of the factory components. So if you guys want it back stock, sorry tailgate, if you guys want it back stock, it can go back to stock. Spray and bed liner, power up and power down tailgate. See how it closes with that, it closes with the bed cover. Sometimes it sees the bed cover or feels the bed cover and kicks itself back down. But there's not a single flaw on this truck. It's going to be $99,995. So it's going to be less than what he paid before spending over 20 grand on the truck, between lift, wheels, tires, bed cover, the PPF wrap, all the other upgrades he did. All the windows are tinted. Let me go back to the list here. 7-year ceramic coating, even on the wheels, was done. Matter of fact, I remember Daniel saying that now. And this is just, guys, for your lift sizes. That's a 4-inch lift, 35-inch tires, 12-inch wide wheels. Window visors. The window tint is XPEL brand, 20% over the factory, 30% on the front roll-ups. The windshield's not tinted. And it does have the protected package put on the leather on the inside. So when I say this guy goes over the top, he goes over the top. Spray and bed liner and a bed mat in the floor. So brand new truck, guys. Already done, already finished. Yes, I know 100 grand's a lot of money. I'm not Mr. Henry Ford. I don't set the prices. I'm not Mr. GM. That's what I told somebody the other day too. Somebody was just arguing, why did y'all change the name of a K10 to a V10? I said, sir, we didn't change anything. And I'm not Mr. GM, though we've owned thousands upon thousands of his product. We didn't have anything to do with them changing the name or making Squarebodies confusing. That was done by themselves. But if you're searching for a new Super Duty, single rear wheel F250, there it is, guys. We haven't washed it. We haven't touched it. We haven't dressed the tires. We've done nothing. This is exactly how he pulled it out of his garage and brought it to us. We got to pull the tag off the back, and it is officially up for sale. Christian may not get it photographed till tomorrow and online, but basically the most well-equipped you could buy with the most well-equipped options on top of it for a heck of a deal. You're saving 20 grand. I don't care how you cut it. You're saving 20 grand. So check it out. And now let's do some fun with the three-wheelers. Over to the building. All right, well, we're not going to get away with getting over to the three-wheeler building anytime soon. We keep having these cool trucks show back up. Daniel just rode up here in this one. This truck went from a 6-inch kit to a 12-inch kit. Looks a little bit like a skip leg day. You saw this one the other day sitting on its 36 1550s. Another set of Mickey Thompson, which, again, don't want to get you guys too excited, but you can't get these any longer. But the 1550s, this truck's going on 39s. It's either going to go on a set of the 14 or the 16 wide Davis off-road wheels. They got the power steps. Well, and the steering and the track bar. So got all the cool additions, got the Fox shocks. This is a really clean 1-ton factory big block truck. So a little bit of detail work, a little bit of polishing, and this one's going to be really ready to roll as soon as the tires and wheels are on it. So we'll get across the street real quick. We've got the twin 80 and 84 out, the black truck, Grimace, the red Chevy. And that is, where'd the blue and gray one go? I mean, the black and you took down the bed liner shop? Stereo shop.
Other one?
Yeah. The other, oh no, it's right there. Ah, you guys haven't even seen that one yet. Walk right around it. But that's a factory 1-ton. We'll talk about that one tomorrow. But really cool truck. Finally got a chance to go over, drive it earlier today. But the 84's out, the 80's out. The black truck, which is going up on 44s, is out. Grimace is out. The monster truck trailer's out because we just delivered a monster truck to the fair. The super low mileage 7.3 for you Ford guys. Got to toss that out there a little bit. But the lineup of the square bodies is looking really cool. We also, hopefully tomorrow, we'll get the other CXT out because that's been topic of conversation. Christian actually had one of his best videos on the Davis Auto Sales VA channel with the CXTs. Those are always a fan favorite because they're so stupid rare. Now we got two sitting out there. So anyway, looking good around here. Lots of square bodies, lots of cool stuff. And we're going to go check on the three-wheeler building. Hang tight. All right, so got a little smile out of me today. Yesterday I couldn't concentrate at work. So I got as much done as I could, went back home, spent some time with the family. But AJ got the race car out, Mike's Corvette sitting out. But check this out. So we didn't waste any space, but we have quadrupled our storage area. Now I didn't put the good ones on here. So for you guys that are watching that are three-wheeler and four-wheeler guys, these are not bad, but these are my runty specimens. So if we dropped one or two, I wouldn't be too upset. So we did this. Well, I would be upset about that one. I think I've showed you guys this one before, but this thing still has the original paint marks, original tires on that Trail Buddy. That is probably the nicest surviving Trail Buddy left on the planet that has never been touched. There's probably nicer restored ones. I have one, but I don't think there's a nicer original left. Matter of fact, the one that Binky has, this came from his collection. The one he has, I looked at the other day. They're close. I'm gonna say they're really close to each other. But he picked out because he knew I wanted the nicest one we could have. So that fit just weirdly enough underneath there. And then we've got the Honda 70s, for you guys that don't know. These are 70s as far as size, and these are not great ones. I've got a couple restored ones here and there, and then I've got most of the good ones at home. But we'll have them at each pedestal, and we'll have each of the years. But I am proud of this one because these are two nice ones. Two real nice ones. So the bottom one is probably the absolute nicest one that I have. This one was restored by Travis at DNA Restoration. And this one here, it's not bad, but it's had a restoration done too, but an older one. But this one here is freaking incredible. I love that bike. So that display is done. We're going to put a couple little stickers down bottom. And that one is great, and I'm glad it's over here with my dad's stuff because those are two of my prized possessions, basically, of the ATC 70s. And then we'll follow it up by doing the 90s, and then we'll keep on moving forward. We've got some of the 250Rs over here, the red and blue. I'll bring in the red and the white and red. So we'll have the 88 and the 89 in here. We got the 87 and the 88. So it's getting pretty organized. As I promised you guys, as I had time and as we had a little bit of energy, we'd do this. But now we can still use this garage exactly the way we were using it, and it's not going to have any wasted space. Is that a good one? Should we do a thumbnail? Did you get it? All right. So, little brightness. As far as at home, again, still going to continue to ask you for your prayers, guys. And we did plant a weeping willow tree yesterday. That was pretty special. Did you pause this, or you got to clip it? You paused it? I'm going to give you a picture. I want you to insert the picture. Me and Blakely went down. We hand dug the hole, and it was pretty cool. Weeping willow tree is their grandmother's favorite tree. It's one of Tabitha's favorite trees. It's a fast-growing tree. So we planted that in honor of our loss, and I think that's pretty cool. Brady was under the weather, so he didn't feel up to it. And we went down, dug the hole, planted it. She helped dig. She helped plant. It was really cool to involve her. So that was pretty neat. So we're still doing the best we can. And a lot of people don't understand, a loss of an unborn child, but you just left with a lot of questions. Was that going to be the next president? Was it going to be the next employee? Was it going to be a girl or a boy? That was the point we were at, which was really, really heartbreaking. Were they going to be a homeless person, or were they going to conquer the world? You don't know, but it was going to be a child that you would have supported through the thick and thin and good and bad, and there's just so many unknowns. So we know God did what he did for a reason, but it's still really hard to wrap your head around it and understand it. And that's what's going to be really hard for Tabitha. So again, prayers, please, guys. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the support. She got several people that sent her flowers and just really nice gestures, and we do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Like I said, you know, we're going to have to get through it one way or the other, but it's been very helpful to have a big support team. And I'm trying my best, trying to be normal, trying to be back. And thank you guys for understanding. A lot of people said take some time off. I can't take the time off. One, because the business does need me here, but two, you know, staying busy with this keeps me occupied. And it was really humorous about that V10 Chevrolet. That did give me a chuckle a few times when I probably shouldn't have been chuckling, but I was, you know, it was nice to have something to laugh about a little bit. So, again, in ending, because I have 2 customers over there waiting on me, so we got to go. Thanks for all the support. Oh, 1 demon left. That is our only demon left, period. Officially, I had Christian go over our inventory list. We have 1 demon. We have 1 super stock. We have 2 or 3, what's the one over there? The purple one. Scat packs. And that's it. And we have 1 1320 car. That's it from that collection. That is all we have, guys. That is it. I do have the title in hand on this car, so if you are, we had a lot of people ask about sending it overseas to other countries. If you're trying to do that, we do have title in hand, in our business name, no funny business. Be happy to send it so that you guys can procure it to go across to the other country. That's no problem. Speaking of that, big boat event this past weekend. Congratulations to everybody out there. We had a boating friend that set a pretty cool record in his outboard catamaran boat, and a lot of others that I saw on TV that I used to fellowship with quite often when I was doing a lot of the boating stuff. So Lake of the Ozarks event was this past weekend, and there was some really cool stuff going on out there, and big supporter of all the boating stuff. Congratulations for all you that were out there and did good, because it was some great time set, some records set. It was pretty neat. So he went 144, I think, maybe 147, but for a local boy, he did really good. He's developing some cool stuff for those outboards, and we're happy to boat with him quite often, and that's pretty cool. So we gotta get the trailer cleaned up from the delivery of these racks. These racks are awesome. I mean, look at these things, guys. Look at the attention to detail. Amazing. So about 50 more of these things, and we'll have everything up off the ground, which will be the plan, to get them all up, organized, and on display. And that's what's coming next. Around the buildings, across the street. We could have gone higher with this, but you would have kind of lost touch of the attention to detail a little bit. But I may reach out to them and see, because we can surely utilize these in a different area as well. But a lot less wasted space. We just cleared out another 2 cars of parking in here by just getting them up off the ground. So thanks, guys. Thanks for riding along with us. Thanks for enjoying. Thanks for the support. Davis Drives on YouTube, Davis Auto Sales in Richmond, Virginia. Thanks, guys.